amount of pictures being used, but you can see that there's a compilation, a volume of a network essentially. You can see that there's a network. The next picture is, I didn't want to go all out on it. I wanted to be a little more basic. Also, it was a little more difficult as well. I had to set up the main picture. I had to take the white out and lower down the amount of depth of that picture. And then I had to, once I had done the leaned the pictures, once I did that, I then had to take the first pictures I had stacked with that and bring them to the very top and bring that second one to the very top to the very bottom and switch it entirely. Also, took out the black on all those other pictures, and this included to lower also the color, or not the color, but the picture depth as well, as much as you can see the picture. In other words, I lowered the bar, meaning that the picture is that much less viewable. Quite difficult. If not done right, it looks like a mess, but when done right, it looks fractal and it looks quite interesting. I wanted to share that with you because these pictures allow you to see a glimpse of how the hybrid existence is going to look like. Now, these are still images. These are pictures, and these are not by any means accurate at all of what to expect. But nonetheless, I wanted you to see some examples of what a fractalized picture looks like. Now, there's also fractal fire, fractal air, fractal clouds, fractal planets, fractal grass, fractal ground. There's fractalized anything, essentially. Essentially, as long as you can see it, it can be fractalized. Okay, as far as an update with everyminute.org, which the guy that runs the site is the manager of the tour itself. I mentioned in my last recording, well, my most recent recording. So far I have not received an email from him, which means that at least I'm trying, and I'm trying all my options. Oh yes, actually, this picture you're looking at is the next generation of DNA. Neo-hybrid eternity. Essentially, the DNA we have now, however diverse it's become now, and however diverse it should be, the actuality of our DNA evolution, which is to say, all the sum accumulated years, millennia, and all lifetimes you have had, not just caught up as it should be, but the discernment and understandings and experiences you've gone through quantified. And then you have the new gene system, which carries energy within it. So essentially, the lightning energy, I guess you could call it, the second fractal I showed you, essentially those energy orbs you could say are within each chamber or hollow point, you know, each part of the gene link, the segment, is filled in with energy. So essentially, that's what a light being is. The very skin is illuminated. The very skin is liquid in a sense too. Of course, that is an example with the energy orbs. If anyone has doubts at this point, last bits and pieces. Doubt, skepticism, anything that is limiting, not eternal, when the occurrence happens, it will be at a very instant tossed out the window and will never return to you, because what you will see, it's impossible to doubt, because it's going to be in front of your eyes. Your core self will be realized, and 12 dimensions of eternity of understanding will be with you always. You will have 12 eternal ways of being, essentially. 12 eternal ways of discerning. And on top of that, you'll be caught up in evolution. Oh, actually, I do have a bit more. Well, I don't want to say too much, because there's certain persons who are saying certain things about my videos, but I will say this: a certain person has seen irony in a dream, and irony, as this person has described, it has brought me great insight. So, surprise is to come. It's gonna be a trip, all. It's gonna be a trip, y'all. Thank you, and my next recording will be as the occurrence is happening. Perhaps a 15-20 second recording. It's gonna be very short. Thank you.